Dude, what I want to do about this situation, dude.
Pirate, dude.
It's totally radical to see.
What you be up to, now?
Like, I totally have.
Calm down.
I
What
do
is your
not
problem?
want to work with Light Wolf.
Yar.
I do not want to work with Light Wolf. He still terrifies me, dude.
Well, I may be having a plan for that.
You see, is there anything you can do about
As
it?
the sneaky pirate assassin that I am, I may have overheard something. You see, that
Oh, really, dude?
there's an
Totally
object, I
radical,
believe,
dude.
that Light Wolf has that we could use. And we wouldn't be needing the Light Wolf. But it will require a heart
forever.
And we're gonna need the
And
metal.
That'll give me like new footage, maybe.
I just hope the metal will be going through with it.
Alright, well, like,
You do be valuing our friendships,
Oh.
remember.
shit.
Even Light Wolves.
This thing's gotta like
Okay, so
be over here. Yeah.
I'll make the call.
Okay. So like, yeah. Dude, well, from the standing,
Yo ho ho.
like,
Metal Wolf.
let's redo that.
Pirate Wolf in your head. Guys, good. How do you want that? What is up, people? WulfF420 here, about to go on to another Supernatural review, Season 13, Episode 8, The Scorpion and the Frog. Yo, wait, what? Metal
Hello?
Wolf.
Let's redo that.
Pirate Wolf in your
Pirate
head.
Wolf, what the fuck?
Guys, good. How do you want that? Okay.
Dude,
Yes, we'd be needing to talk to you.
I really don't want
But
to work with
the
Light
studio is not safe.
Wolf. Pirate, dude, I'm so glad you're here, dude.
You'll be having to
Like,
come to me. Okay?
I really don't want to work with Light Wolf, dude. Is there anything
I'll bring
you
you
can
to
do
me
about
with
it,
the Opera
dude?
Paranomi. Stand by. Okay?
Oh, really, dude?
Okay, Dude Wolf.
Oh, dude,
I'll be
totally
needing
radical,
you.
dude.
To hold this.
Okay,
Room.
dude.
Whoa! Meta! Get your ass off me! Whoa! Well, hello there, Meta. Okay, well. I'll be planning a heist.
That was totally heinous and not rad,
see.
Dude Wolf.
Light Wolf.
And
I
Pirate
don't
Wolf.
really like the idea of working with him.
Fucking pranking
So-
me and shit. Dude Wolf, Pirate Wolf.
I came up with a plan.
What's
You
the
see, Light Wolf's celestial lance.
reason?
It is called the Bright
They just
Saber,
went through all that?
and it has the ability to kill you, Meta.
Anybody?
Which I'm thinking it may have the ability to kill the evil Meta. And if it has the ability to kill you, Meta,
make all this work.
then it also has the ability to kill Light Wolf.
Why do I gotta distract
So I
the
say
Light
we be
Wolf,
heisting
dude?
that. Dude Wolf will be the
It's
distraction.
totally heinous and not rad, bro.
So you want to
And
take a
I
celestial
will
lance?
use the Opera Paranomi. Put you
Hey,
behind
don't
them
worry
and
about
and
what
use
I'm
it-
doing,
the Light
dude.
Wolf. And you'll be
to
able to
kill
do
him
that.
after we kill evil Meta?
Like, I can do
Let's do
that.
it.
This heist is totally convoluted and
I guess
Yeah,
on
on
the
the distraction.
Yo ho ho.
they're Pirate
Totally
Wolf.
heinous.
is up, everybody? Welcome back to the WulfF420 Supernatural Reviews. This time, Season 13, Episode 8, The Scorpion and the Frog. Yeah. Alright, so, before we do that, though, I mean, it's not like, I started doing this episode. I'm really sorry about the lateness of this review, and the next one, that I haven't even gotten to yet. Really sorry about that. I mean, it's not like I started doing this review when the episode was on, and now it's like December 18th, and 4 days from my birthday, 36th birthday. Wow. Yeah, now it's like December 18th, and this outfit's finally made it back into my rotation, and, I'm coming back out here to finish the review I started that I haven't gotten around to, and I still have to do another one yet. It's not like that, but you know, the show's on break until January 18th. Is that for real? Son of a bitch. Alright. Anyways, let's get on with this review. Okay, so the episode starts off with a woman creeping around outside of a woman's getting into a museum. Turns out, funny plot twist though, that the museum is 5 minutes from closing, and the woman just got inside. Like, how you gonna see everything in 5 minutes, man? Are you like the Flash or something? Anyways, so the woman gets into the museum. Surprise, surprise, it turns out that she's robbing the joint, and she's a demon, because a security guard stops her and tries to catch her from robbing the joint, and she smoked out and into the security guard, and then went outside with the item that the woman stole. And she meets up with this crossroads demon, or with this dude, and the security guard meets up with this dude and hands him an object, and then says, "How do you think Asmodeus is going to reward us?" And then the dude stabs the dude with an angel blade. Interesting. So, like, then the dude continues on, he picks up a phone, and he makes a call, and he says, "Dean Winchester, I have something you may be interested in." And boom, cut to the Supernatural logo for Season 13, which is a Nephilim eye in an explosion. Pretty fucking awesome. I like it. I walk out of it. It's tight. So, cut to the Supernatural Season 13 logo, and we come back to the bunker, and, you know, Sam and Dean are talking about, Cass said that he's still trying to find Jack, and they're trying to find Jack, and they're not finding Jack, and all this shit's going awry, and then all of a sudden, the phone rings, and the voice on the other end of the phone is repeated from the scene previously, like I paralleled in my skit. Oh, by the way, hold on. Before we get any further on that, sorry about my skit. I kind of fucked it up. But, hey, awesome thing, though, is that I left it to be continued and ended it on a punchline. And the awesome thing about that is my skits now have an overall story arc. Yes, it is all falling according to my plans. Anyways, yeah. So, like I paralleled in my skit, the voice on the other end of the phone says, "Dean Winchester, I have something you may be interested in." And then they continue the conversation, as I did in my skit too. You know, whatever. And, okay, yeah. So, they go on, they're talking about how they don't really want to, or, well, like, they go meet up with the dude, and he tells them about a spell that can track a Nephilim, and, you know, they have pie, and, you know, or he orders a piece of pie, and Dean's eating the pie, and Sam stares at him funny, and it's like Dean looks it back at him, and it's like, of course I'm gonna eat the damn pie. You know, he didn't say it, but his eyes said it. Yeah. It is cool. And, so, turns out Sam did the demon is a crossroads demon. He, gave Sam the spell piece and said, do your research, come back to me, when you find out that I'm not lying. And they go on from there. They figure stuff out. They figure out it's real. They're working the case now. They, come back, and the dude says, if you don't help me do what I want to do, what I want you to do, I'll give the spell to Asmodeus. And I don't trust him. I trust you. I don't trust you either, but I don't trust him more. Or I don't trust you, or I trust you less. Yes, whatever. So, all that stuff. Turns out it's a heist. Now, that's pretty cool. I set it up in my skit that we're gonna pull a heist on the Light Wolf. And, yeah. So it turns out it's a heist episode, or it's a heist, and it's a pretty good episode, pretty good, pretty funny, filler, piece, but it's great. I'm loving it. And, we got the funny thing going on again, and it's really good, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah. So they meet the people that are joining in the heist, and, they're talking, and their names are Smash and Grab, and that's kind of funny, and like, Dean questions it, and then they're like, not our real names, duh, the girl is. The girl, I forgot to look, it wasn't her, and I forgot to look, but, I don't know who she was, but, she kind of reminded me of Alexis Bledel from Gilmore Girls, and it was pretty funny seeing the way she was interacting with Dean, and it'd be kind of funny to see Alexis Bledel come on Gilmore Girls and, be flirting with Dean, and then at one point say Dean, and then both Sam and Dean look at her, very, off camera, like you barely noticed what happened, yeah, they do that, because of Gilmore Girls, and Jared Padalecki was named Dean on Gilmore Girls, and all that stuff, and it was cool. So anyways, we continued on with the episode. There was a funny scene with the spell where it's got Dean's hand leading him all around the place, and, he's walking funny and following his hand, and, at one point the one guy says, something that insults Sam, and Dean's wants to deck him, but his hand didn't let him, and they went on, and, eventually meanwhile, Sam's inside talking to the old man that owns the place, when they're doing this heist. Also beforehand, but they flashed to a scene where where a demon was talking to the old man. He knew people were coming. He exorcised the demon. He's a badass. Like, whoa. And then Sam's talking to him, and then, eventually it turns out that the dude realizes what's going on, and he starts to fight with Sam, and Sam stabs him, and the dude says, as long as I'm in my house, I can't die, and it was pretty nuts, and, meanwhile, Dean and the two characters are tracking down this dude's vault, because, the heist was to steal something that the dude wants back, the demon wanted back. And they did the heist, they're doing the heist, and, Dean's going into the hand spell thing, and finds the vault, and his hand gets locked into this thing, and it was all fucked up, like, beforehand, he's all like, there could be spiders, or snakes, or spiders, or saws, or implants, and yeah, it was fucked up, and then it locks his hand in and shit, it's like, oh my god, no, and then it's just a little pinprick, and Dean screams like a girl. That was hilarious. I loved it. Dean has done some very funny scream like a girl scenes, and it's awesome every time. I love it. It's a hilarious thing. It just breaks away from monotony. The show is great all around. I love it. So, eventually they get the guy down into the vault, and, Dean punched him out with one punch, after Sam said he was immortal. And, Dean shot the shit out of him, and he punched him in one punch, and he's like, well, it's a good thing he's got a glass jaw then. And they have him tied up, and they find the floor spike, they step on a plate on the floor, and darts fly out like something out of Indiana Jones, and it was all fucking nuts. And so the easy solution to that is take the guy that can't die, tape him up into a rolling chair, and roll him down the hallway, and let all the darts shoot him, and then you can casually walk up to the vault. That was brilliant. Great job, guys. Great job. Yeah, so they find out that eventually that the guy is actually a victim of this asshole demon, and he was fighting back by keeping the asshole demon's bones. Yeah. Plot twist. Amazing. It was interesting. So it turns out like that. And so Sam and Dean, the demon winds up killing the guy. And, I think though, even if the dude was immortal in the house or whatever, I still think if you'd just cut his head off, it would have stopped him. At least slowed him down. And as long as you keep, maybe his body goes around like all headless horseman. Anyways, we're getting off track here. I've already been off track a lot. Anyways, turns out, they give the bones over to the demon with the girl standing next to him. And Dean put his lighter in the trunk of the bones, and the girl lights the bones, and they runs away, and the demon burns. Unfortunately, he's got the spell in his hand, and, if you knew the dude was going to burn, you knew the spell was in his hand, why didn't you jump up and snatch the fucking thing and right away? Son of a bitch. Alright, well, spell burns. They're back to square one. All in all, though, it was a great episode, great comedy. The season's great so far. I'm loving it all. Lots of cool shit's happened. And the messages are always, it's always good. And it's great. And sometimes the show gets so sad and upsetting, and then it turns out, something else happens. It's like, yeah. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So that'll be my review of Supernatural Season 13, Episode 8, The Scorpion and the Frog. And, well, this will be WulfF420. And always keep fighting. Be excellent to each other. And have an awesome day. And as always, people, peace out.